apples and peanut butter.
Oh, I didn't even know that you brought that.
Look, the peanut butter is like, it's a packet.
Whoa!
Yeah. I just realized that the top bar is like red.
Yeah, it changed. Wait, you updated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! I think someone scored a goal.
Okay, wait. We showed you our food before, but we'll show it again.
The jjajangmyeon. I only have the jjajangmyeon, and then the tangsuyuk is here for me and my sister to share.
And then I just got the set, so I have everything, like the same stuff as them, but
she has like the mandu, which is dumpling,
Yeah.
and the little mini salad. And
oh, now it's getting cold.
yeah, I think it's because of the breeze.
Yeah, because
But
the
we
sun's
have a
not here
blanket,
anymore.
so it's over there.
And we also got Starbucks drinks. I got a hot drink for no accident.
It was an accident. She wanted an iced chai latte, but then she ended up
Clicking the
clicking
hot
on the,
drink.
on like the chai. It just says chai latte. So
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay.
I'm gonna pour it out. You can't see it.
I'm gonna pour it onto yourself.
Onto myself. I'm gonna cry if it goes on my outfit. I was like picking my outfit yesterday, and then I was like, oh my god, this is very Barbie themed.
It is. Oh, it's getting cold.
Do you have a blanket?
No.
I think maybe as we eat, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Also, we're like stationary right now.
I'm gonna try this first.
Yep, that's it. This is for the tongue food. So, do you want me to pour it or do you want to dip it? Oh, you like to dip? Okay, so we'll dip it then.
Let's talk about what classes we're taking this semester.
Mm.
So, I'm taking biochemistry, advanced human physiology, psychology stats, and a geography class.
I forgot you were taking geography.
Yeah. It's not terrible, but like there's no like exams or stuff. We just write like discussion boards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't hate it. And it's a break from all the testing I have to do for my other classes too. Oh my god, I have a story to tell you. Okay, so for my psych stat class, we took an exam and I felt like really confident about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my teacher gives us back our grades and I'm like, what the F happened? Because it was not the grade that I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to go onto Blackboard to see if I could like see all the answers that I put.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And it wasn't there. Yeah. So then I emailed my professor and I was like, is there any way that I can see what I did wrong?
Mm-hmm.
So he said that he'd be willing to go over it with me on like a, what is it called? Office hours. Yeah.
Online.
So then I go to office hours and I hate office hours because it's just like awkward. Yeah.
Is it one-on-one with you guys?
Yes,
Oh,
it was
okay.
one-on-one and he like sent the link and I was like, hello, I'm talking. Anyways, I go to his office hours and then he tells me like, oh, you just did like a mathematical error here.
Mm-hmm.
And like I lost 18 points. Yeah. So then
Questions were on that exam.
10.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay. And I can't really like ask him for points back because obviously I did like
Yeah, it was
something
an error,
wrong. Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. I end the call and then I get an email from him an hour later and he was like, oh, I was thinking about it and I decided to give you half credit for the questions, like half. Yeah, so instead of taking off 18 points, he only took off 10.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
which is like a good,
Chunk
like,
of the points
yeah.
back.
And I was like, whoa, he's so nice because I feel like a lot of other professors wouldn't do that.
I can't get it to me. Me too. It's really hard.
Okay, so what are you taking?
Okay, so I recently transferred. Oh my god, Jessica texted me she DM'd me on Instagram the other day. She was like, Tiff, you're in Baruch now? Because I put something.
Jessica Jong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like on, I was like, I took a photo of like the discussion board that I was doing for a class because I thought the titles were really funny. And then she was like, oh my god, at the top, like you can see Baruch. She was like, oh my god, Tiff, you're at Baruch. I'm like, oh yeah. I put it in like a video, but I forgot to like actually update like an Instagram bio or something. So anyway, so now I'm at Baruch, and since I transferred, there are still like core requirements that I have to fulfill before I actually jump into major classes. I can actually do major classes already. It's like, it doesn't matter, but I personally want to like get the core requirements out of the way first, and most of them are like all like the liberal arts stuff. Like I think one of the requirements is like world cultures and something like that, like, and it's like taking a class that's like either poli-sci or like anthropology, I think, or history. That's one of the only ones that I'm missing now. So, but the other requirements I'm like currently trying to fulfill with my classes right now. So right now I'm taking stuff like, I'm taking an intro to theater class.
That
intro
sounds
to
like
theater
fun.
arts, which is really, really fun. It's so like nice because I've always had an interest in like the arts and stuff, and it's like such
really hard to mix.
Yeah, it's such a nice change of pace from like all the STEM classes that I was taking like for like the last 2 years. So it's really, really like nice to have this kind of like more relaxed vibe because of the classes and like how fun it is. So that's one. Another one I'm taking is global ethics, which is also really interesting. It's like a philosophy class. And then another one I'm taking is citizenship and public affairs. And so that was the one that I was like taking a picture of because it was really funny, like all the discussion post titles. We had a recent discussion board on like the presidential debate, like not like the first one, and it was like really, really funny because so many people were like quoting like what Biden was saying and stuff. Oh my god, it's really funny. But yeah, god, this is really hard to mix.
I know. I think it's because the noodles got cold.
Yeah, like they're warm, but like you're supposed to mix them when they're like hot.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should just put it in here, but that's not big enough.
You could put like a tiny bit in there.
Yeah.
So that's 3 classes. I'm also taking Spanish too because I have a language requirement. So I have to take 2 semesters of a language. And I'm actually enjoying it so much because I haven't taken like a language class in like the past 2 years while I was at Rutgers. And originally I was hoping to take something like Korean because it's like a lot easier. I already know like part of the alphabet. It's like a lot easier, I think, because there is an alphabet. But Spanish was also pretty high up on my list because I did it in middle school and then I stopped because in high school I had to take Chinese.
Yeah.
So now I'm back in Spanish and it's like really fun because I actually remember much more than I thought I would, which is really good.
Yeah. The other day I started counting in Spanish.
Good job!
Like I was
just
like
out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, I was just like past like 10. Because
Nice.
you know like everyone knows
Yeah.
10, right? Yeah, so I was doing like 11, 12, 13, and it just
Nice.
kept going, and I was like, how do I even remember this? And like, I don't even know. But I think it's because we learned it at such a young age that it's just like ingrained in there.
It's like melted into
Yeah. But I don't know, how do you say 100?
Cien.
Cien?
C-I-E-N.
LOL, forgot. I went up to 90. Nueve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up to 99, and then I just did not know what
What's
100 was. Yeah.
It's like you'll stop there. Yeah, so Spanish, and okay, I like, it's really annoying because a lot of the kids in the class, I don't know if like, I don't know, I just feel like with online classes, you're basically having, like, for what somebody that Joey knows said this, but like you're basically having a free education almost.
Yeah.
Like, you have all the time in the world because you're at home. And I'm like just a little annoyed with like the people who keep asking for like deadlines to be pushed back because you have like a whole ass week to work on an out. Like, okay, so the other class I'm taking is communications, speech communications, and it's like a required course at Baruch because I guess they want you to know how to talk to people. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like doing okay in that class because everything's been really easy so far. And I think 2 weeks ago, one of the assignments was like to do an outline of like the speech assignment that we were going to be doing later. Like literally just writing out what's your topic, what's your title, what are your main points, some supporting details, and then give like 3 credible sources that you're thinking of using. Like that is so easy. I don't understand how difficult it could be, but like within a whole week, I guess some people were still not handing it in.
A lot of kids just take advantage of the fact that like it's COVID time,
Yeah, but like,
and then teachers are not as strict because I mean like you can't because you don't know what someone's
that's true.
like situation
But
is
like
like at
I
home.
find it very hard to believe that like half the class is having issues
Yeah.
with like COVID or
Yeah.
like any other thing. Like that's very unlikely. All of my professors, like all 5 of these classes, all of my professors are like sweet as hell. Like they're like so sweet, so nice, and like trying to be really understanding. And I just feel so bad because I think a lot of kids are like taking advantage
Yeah.
of it. And it's like, I mean, come on, how hard is it to do your assignments?
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of my professors this year, they let our exams be open book.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because they know that like, I mean, not saying that like everyone cheats, but if you're gonna cheat, you might as well make it fair for everyone in the class. So that's why they say it's open book. But then they also make the questions a lot harder because now like you have your notes in front of you.
That's what they did for some of the classes like last semester, like when I was still studying the last of my classes at Rutgers. A lot of the professors were like doing that. Like my health psych professor was like, I'm just gonna make it open book because I can't stop you from cheating, but that doesn't make it fair, you know, so I'm just gonna make sure that everyone gets like a fair chance.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I mean, personally the questions weren't that hard anyway.
But I also think that like looking through your like if you study enough, you don't have to look to, like through your notes.
Yeah, maybe you can look through it to like check.
Yeah.
Or like that's what
To, like,
mostly
make
I
sure.
would do. Yeah. But it's like if it's asking you a question and you're like, oh, I actually don't remember any of this at all. It's
Like it's just a waste of your time if you're
yeah.
looking through your notes.
Plus also you should be making study guides. I feel like study guides are helpful.
Yeah. I always make study guides. That's literally how I study. My friends don't do that. Like they just like read over their notes.
And that's what I used to do, and then I realized it doesn't really work because I'm just reading, I'm not actually retaining information.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I just see the words and I'm just like, okay, but I'm not like actually understanding it. So unless I'm like, I have like a photographic memory, which I don't obviously, then it's not helpful. I have a friend who like one of the sisters in like LKS, the sorority I was in, she makes like study guides like all the time. And like one of the study guides she made recently for like an upcoming exam, it's like 50 pages long.
15?
50.
What the?
I was like, sis,
That's
what?
a lot.
I know. I was like, sis, what? It looks crazy.
I think like sometimes mine go up to like 15, but 50 is too long.
It's like a lot.
Like that's not like.
And it's not
I
for
think
a
you should
final
condense
exam.
your notes.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not a final exam.
What the? That's so long.
We're nowhere near the final exam yet. We're still in like the first month. I think my Spanish midterm is coming up soon, so I'm gonna have to start making. It's at the end of October, so I'm gonna have to start making the study guide now. I think.
For my final one though, I just take like all the study guides I made before and review those. Like I don't write it all over again. Yeah. What else is there to talk about?
Oh, I decided to. Ooh. Messy. I decided to join VSA while I'm at Baruch. Actually, I feel I'm kind of confused because I tend to mix up like organizations like this with like sororities. Because like I'm already in a sorority, but like I'm just an inactive member. But like sometimes I'm just confused because like I'm not sure if I'm already a member of VSA or not, or if I have to like
Find like a mom kind of thing.
yeah, like there's a big little program. But like I'm not like am I supposed to sign up for it or something? Like I don't see there's like been no sign up form or
Right.
Google form or anything that I've seen so far. So
I literally have no idea because my school doesn't even have that.
you should be the one who started.
There's no time for that. Especially if I'm finishing undergrad
I
next
know.
semester, which is crazy.
I know, that is crazy.
I feel like I just started college.
Did not.
We did a lot in like the last 2 years.
You did a lot in the last 2 years.
You did a lot too.
I mean, yeah, but I did like mostly like I call them like core classes because they're like the basics of what I need to go into in the future.
Mhm.
But like the foundation, I just did a lot of those basic classes. But like, I mean, that's kind of why I'm happy that I'm taking all these like liberal arts classes right now, because it's like making me more excited for like the major classes that I'm taking later. I was already having fun with like last semester's classes because I was taking stuff like ab psych, health psych, what was the other one? Personality psych, and
You have to take child development.
yeah, I think so. Because if I want to get into the nursing program later, I think one of the prereqs is that. Or it's just development, not child development. But like that sounds interesting enough to me. Like I'm very happy with like all the classes that I need to take and like have to take. There's nothing that particularly makes me like want to kill myself yet, so I mean, who knows? Maybe when I get into the nursing program we'll see differently, but like by then I'm sure I'll be enjoying what I'm learning. But yeah, like it's making me more excited for like next semester, because next semester is when I have to start jumping into those major classes. I also talked
So you're excited to take the science stuff?
Yeah. Like it's
You're
making
like the opposite of me.
I mean, it might change when I actually start taking it, right? But
Like I thought, like
also
I'm
you're
interested in this stuff.
yeah.
It's just the course is very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna deny the courses are
Yeah.
probably hard, but yours are probably harder than mine because mine are like psych so far. It's not
Yeah,
particularly like
yeah.
specialized. You're in a program that's like specialized. I mean, I'll probably feel like Brittany when I'm making it into the nursing program.
But I'm like, oh, if I can get past undergrad, I'm okay. But it's gonna be worse in like actual PA school. I'm like, why am I so like, trying to get past that point, and it's just only gonna get worse. But then after the first year, then it's just rotations.
I think you'll have fun on rotation.
Yeah.
It's stressful, but
So I just have to get past that first year. And I'll have like a white coat and everything. I have to buy like a stethoscope. That stuff is like very, very
exciting.
Yes. Do nurses have to get a stethoscope?
I don't know. I feel like it depends on how.
Oh, maybe if you're MP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because like usually like the bedside nurses, I don't see.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to do MP?
That's what I want to do. See, like,
Yeah.
certified.
You and Winston should do a video where you just talk about like
He
nursing
probably knows
stuff.
more than I do, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I do research, but then a lot of times I like look into it and then I'm like, wait, I need to focus on like what I'm doing now. I don't want to like scare myself off yet, right? Because I already know like this path that is like what I really want to take now. So I don't want to like ruin it for myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I've heard of like a lot of people who like when they were like in the pharmacy program, they were like studying and then I think maybe in like the third year
They dropped out?
they wanted to drop out. Like they were like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, that's why I'm glad that I at least chose like my last year of undergrad to be like, I don't want to. Undergrad meaning like the first two like undergrad years, because then you transfer to the professional, which is 4 years.
Like you
But,
made that decision early on.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it to that point, because a lot of students I've heard drop out like P3 year or like P2 year, or like they think of doing it or they start struggling, and I'm like, I didn't want to get to that point. Like, one of my family friends, like she was telling me about her friend who has a son who like went all the way, finished degree, and then didn't want to use the degree.
What? That's like insane to me.
I mean, it happens too, like it really.
I feel like I'm the type, if I, like even if I was unhappy, I would just suck it up.
I feel like maybe I'd suck it up, but then you never really know, you know? Like with people, it's like how much can you take?
Yeah. Or I would try to, like, there's, as a pharmacist, you can work in like a corporate, or you can do retail. Like there's so many different things you can do. So if I wasn't happy like doing retail, I would probably do corporate. I don't, that's not me though. I don't want to work in an office.
I would never do corporate. There's also like big pharma.
Yeah, but I think I would put that degree to use. Like it would be such a waste to go through like 7 years of school and then just not use it. You know? And you spent how much money? Like that's like insane.
Yeah, I'm like glad I like made the decision earlier.
Yeah.
Not as early as it should have been, but
This whole video is us talking about school. How boring can we be?
Hi! Okay, so we're done taking pictures now. It's almost 5, I think. So we're going to be, and the sun's still out, so it's really nice. Joey has been sleeping the whole time. She looks so cute. She looks like a little burrito.
Do you see her?
I think she smiled. She's a little burrito. Anyway, so.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, yeah, let's come here.
Okay, so, I'm gonna block this on my head. Okay, so we're gonna close out the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to go straight home and watch the video and see Brittany's struggle with the present. Oh my god, it looks really nice.
Oh, I was like, what video? I thought you were gonna watch the video that we filmed.
Well, no, I'm gonna have to start like converting the files and everything, and then because apparently I'm going to be editing part 2. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. You know the drill. I hope everyone has a very nice rest of the semester. We're still going to be releasing content, but until the next video, have a very nice time with all your classes. Bye!